now we are actually looking at the game Kirill Georgiev, Hellers. Actually, two of the strongest players of the tournament are playing each other in the first round. And we can see the position. So, what was the exact line that was played, Petar? Did you see?
I don't know. I believe that we can check later.
Yes. So, okay, here we have a typical London position. White is slightly better, I think, because of the d5 pawn, which is a bit weak. Also, there is a slight pressure on the b file. Actually, White's bishop is superior to Black's one. So it's a bit easier to play with White in this position. Petar, what is your evaluation?
Yeah, I think that White is actually much better because the pawn on d5 is weak, and also the queen side is under some pressure.
Yeah, that's right.
Also, so White has 1 minute more, which is a lot.
Yeah, especially in such time controls, time is an important factor.
Yeah, let's see. Now, so that Black managed to consolidate a little bit, and Black is not losing any material. But let's see.
Okay.
The pawn on b7 is the weakness. Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
Queen a5 is a strong move.
And now.
Queen b3 looks very strong. I don't know.
Queen b3. Should he exchange the queens and play an endgame? Knowing Kirill Georgiev, this is a possibility, but okay. Maybe in this position, keeping the queens is more logical.
Yeah, now we can see that also White has a very strong attack on the king side. There are a lot of pieces looking there, so...
Yeah, okay, if you want, we can take a look at some other games as well. This is...
we can see the next one.
Alexander Delchev against Mikhail Marin. Wow, what a tremendous attack is going on.
Yeah, this is a messy position. Delchev is playing with White. This is some London system with g6, knight g4. Wow, everything is hanging now.
Yeah, so okay.
White should be completely winning here. Queen d5 is mate.
Also, bishop c4 is coming. Black is getting mated here.
Yeah, why not queen d5? Why he didn't play queen d5 immediately? This was just made.
Okay, but in any case, he resigned.
Let's go back to the game of Kirill Georgiev.
Okay, it finished. Kirill Georgiev won the game.
Let's see which game is.
Okay, now...
You can see some other game, yeah. Satranj 455 against...
Yes, Satranj, this guy is from Turkey, and... okay, I must say that he has a tremendous advantage in this position.
Yeah, White is winning here because the bishop on a8 is not taking part into the game.
So, Petar, maybe during the stream you can follow the chat in YouTube just to see if people have some questions, if everything is working fine from a technical point of view.
Okay.
Okay, let me see, just a second. Okay, so for now there are no questions. We keep following the games here. I think White has an obvious advantage. Of course, the a8 bishop doesn't work. So White is completely winning if he doesn't make some big mistake.
Okay, but it's blitz and Black has some kind of attack now. d4 is coming, so it's probably not that clear, but yeah, White's position is subjectively winning.
Okay, so maybe we can see...
Let's move to the first game, to the top game. Let's see one game from the start to the end. I think it's the right approach. Kirill Georgiev against...
yes, this is a player from Sweden, and actually here I'm interested in the exact variation that was played.
Wow.
So it was c5, d takes c5, knight a6.
Yeah, this is something which we didn't cover in the camp. So it's
Queen d4, yeah, queen a5, knight c3, e6, bishop d6, okay.
yeah, position immediately become very sharp, but I don't know. It seems to me that
It seems that white has an advantage here. Because
there's no mate.
actually, I'm not sure about this move. It feels a bit passive, but on the other hand, what to do?
About which move?
Queen b2, actually.
Yeah, what else? No, white should be better here, but not much. Black also has some chances to. Black already starts his attack when it's not so clear what white is doing right now.
So for now, there are no questions. We keep following the games here. I think white has an obvious advantage. Just a second. Of course, the a8 bishop doesn't work, so white is completely winning if he doesn't make some big mistake. So yeah, it's blitz and black has some kind of attack now. Okay, here in this position, maybe h5 or g5. I'm not sure if black can do something really. Now, what about h6 at some point?
h6.
Yeah.
Yeah, h6 is in the air here, but probably.
But rook takes c2. Yeah.
Takes c2 is very concrete.
Bishop c8. He takes the queen.
And now queen a3 check.
King c2, queen a2, king d3, queen takes b3, king d2. Okay, actually black manages to collect a lot of pawns. Wow, what a double-edged position.
Yeah, I'm not sure that black will survive that though.
Okay.
There's a lot of material, but okay, it's always easier. Oh, now the f3, this was a blunder. Now I think black is winning.
Not sure. Knight.
This pawn was very important.
Okay, now white has run out of resources, I think. King h7. Maybe we can switch to another game.
But let's see how this game will end.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see what will happen.
Knight e5 here.
This is almost mate.
A lot of threats actually.
Yeah, king d1. Probably a5 now, and also the bishop is kind of trapped.
Okay, now actually knight d3 is going to win the game. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it so clear? Probably. Yeah, queen c5 here or knight c5.
All the pieces are falling apart.
Yeah, so quite convincing win by Kirill Georgiev. Where are the other guys? So where are the other
These are only top games we can see. Okay, here we see the game of Mikhail Marin. Okay, it doesn't seem to be so typical London position. What they played actually?
Yeah, this looks more like Sicilian.
Okay, the game is going fast. Let's take a look at something which is more typical to the London. Yeah, this one.
Yeah, this one.
Just to explain some ideas in the London structures. How to attack here with whites. First of all, it's important to put a knight on e5, right?
I believe that knight f3 was mistake. Bishop f6 was the strongest move.
Yeah, eliminating the knight.
Yeah.
But now, in many cases, white is ready to exchange this central knight and have a favorable position with a strong knight against bad bishop. This is quite a thematic position in London structures.
Yeah, also rook f3, rook h3.
First of all, maybe it's possible to bring the rook to the king side.
Somehow black is out. Black is without counterplay, and this is mainly because this pawn is on g6. If the pawn was on h7, then f6 was good. But now queen g4 simply. Yeah, I think this will be a win for white.
Yes.
Because now rook f3, rook h3, and some tactics will come on the
Okay.
h file.
So rook f3 is coming. Now it's even not so clear how black should defend in this position.
Yeah.
Maybe rook h8 with the idea of king g8.
Yeah, rook h8 with the idea of king g8, but I'm not sure that this will help.
Yeah, typical for Anderson.
Because
Okay,
later
he found it.
he found it, but now let's say white can even switch to play on the queen side and in the center,
Yeah,
and this rook
maybe
on h8 will be
bishop
unclear.
takes
But okay.
e4, d takes c5, and then rook d1 is a possibility.
Yeah, maybe. But then bishop d5 is also clear.
Or maybe keep the things flexible and start with rook d1.
Yeah, white is going for mate.
Okay, but
Rook h3.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, this is the correct plan because now he can take, and
I'm not sure here because now black can start playing on the queen side.
why he took with the pawn? Wow, this is very ugly.
H4, H5 is the idea.
I'm not sure how this game will end because now black can probably create some counterplay now. King is going to probably rook d8, king f8, king e7, and then rook h8.
And you say that it's not clear who is attacking on the king side.
Okay, yeah, at some point. The black's problem is that he cannot play king f8 because of knight d7 check.
Yes. Let me just check if there are some questions in the chat. Okay, not for the moment. So guys, feel free to comment, ask questions concerning the London system or the games. Now, rook d8. How to evaluate this position?
Yeah, queen f5. Yeah, strange here. I'm not sure who is better. No, probably still white. Of course.
White should be better, of course, but king h2. But okay, for white it's already not easy to find a constructive idea while black is playing on the queen side. He is advancing his pawns. Rook g1, but maybe at the end of the day white will win the game because black has no time. He's in a severe time trouble here.
Okay, there are 2 seconds increment, so
now bishop takes e4 is the idea. Yeah, now white can even switch playing on the queen side.
Yeah, white will win. White will win now. Is a bit desperate.
Rook b1 was my preference. Now he should eliminate the knight. Wow, he allows knight takes c3. That changes the situation a bit, but he will.
Yeah, white is going for some mate. I think h5.
H5, yeah.
But yeah,
Ferdinand Hellers is known to be a very aggressive player, and he's always going after the king.
Yeah, but now there's no mate.
Wow. Okay. Even queen takes d8. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Very interesting game.
Very interesting game. Let's take a look at this London endgame.
Yeah, Ron Hoffman
against John Jacobs.
Oh yeah. So this is
okay, white is winning in this endgame, guys. King f4 just, and he later on the weakness on b7 is very important. Now white is ready to bring the king to the queen side. King f4, king e5, king d6. Maybe some other plans are winning as well. You can see that black's king is just like in a cage.
Yeah, this knight d7 was a nice move.
Yeah, a very nice move by Von Hoffman, knight d7.
He freed his king and also he didn't allow any f6. So yeah, now king d6, king e7 just wins immediately.
Yeah, actually the d8 knight is trapped, and at some point black should go for knight e6. Yeah.
96 then take.
Okay, since this game is more or less clear, we can switch to another one. Okay, let's take a look at this game. Marin is playing very aggressive chess with white, but his position seems a bit dubious, I think.
He's on 13th place, so it's also not
Yes.
a good result. But now the pawn on e5 is hanging. I think black is much better here.
Okay, queen takes e5.
Yeah, this was decisive, I think. Now king h1, knight f2 is it winning actually?
King g2 maybe.
Why he resigned after king h1? What will happen? Let's just try to understand. After king h1,
knight
f2, then king g2, and the queen on e5 is also hanging.
Yes. Actually, I don't see how black can win here.
Well, yeah.
Okay, it's clear that there is always
queen g3 is a draw, or queen f5 is a draw, but
yeah.
No, queen g. Is this a draw actually? No, there is even no perpetual.
Okay, now we go to the game of Kirill Georgiev.
Grigorov is on 3rd place, which is also... So who is first? Let's see, Grigorov is with white. This is his favorite type of position, some endgame, extra pawn.
Yeah, but
there is some counterplay here connected with rook a2.
The g2 pawn is quite weak actually.
Yeah, but king g1 simply, and then there is no good. So now bishop e3 or bishop c5. Bishop c5 was stronger, I think.
Yeah, but now how white is going to progress? Maybe bishop d8. f5 was a good decision.
I'm not sure. Now h5 is possible, or even taking h5, h6.
H5 you mean?
Yeah, he played at the solid 2 pawns.
Okay, maybe rook d1.
Now rook a5, is it possible? This will went in a draw, I think. Why not rook a5?
King takes f1, the bishop is hanging.
Oh, the bishop is hanging.
Yeah, but rook d1 was better, maybe.
Bishop c4.
Okay, normally black is trying to attack the g2 pawn, but I think that he should have captured the pawn.
Yeah, because now...
after capturing the pawn, most probably it would have been a draw. Let's take a look at this game. After capturing the pawn, so rook d. It's interesting, but white should win, I think, in this position. h6.
Yeah, now it's winning. h7.
h7 and game over. Yeah. So for the moment, Kirill Georgiev is leading as far as I see. Let's take a look at this game. Alexander Delchev is playing with whites. Very aggressive setup. But okay, this is not a typical one-done stuff. I suppose that he is playing the systems with knight c3. What do you think?
Yeah, I also think so. Knight c3, h4, and
yes. So yeah, the so-called Zhubava attack, but here this is a perk defense.
Yeah, I think this is also covered.
Yes, Ivan Cheparinov in his lecture was discussing this position. Okay, not exactly this position, but this system. Okay, here white is just winning.
Okay, there's still a game. I mean,
maybe
rook c8, some tricks. No, there's no mate, so White is winning, but it's still...
Okay,
Okay, yeah, probably after rook d6.
rook d6, but since there is no mate in mutual time troubles, things can always be tricky. 98.
Rook d8 now.
Okay,
Finish it
after
again.
rook d8, it should be a game over actually.
I think black can resign here. What's this? Knight c4, the last trick, bishop c4.
Bishop c4, and it's actually over. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's now we can see the game.
Let's see the game of the leader. Fight Tond.
Okay.
He's first. Who is? Oh, he's third now.
He's third. Who is? Okay, I will not check now. But this endgame is a bit is interesting. If is h5 winning here? I think h5 should have been played, just fixing the h6 pawn.
Okay, but then always when you play f5, the pawn on e5 is hanging, so...
Yeah, but even though the h5 pawn would be a distant best pawn...
Yeah, but I mean, now black is better.
Yeah, now for sure black is better. The question is if he will break through, but okay, with so many weaknesses, it should be no problem.
This is some kind of Zugzwang after a6.
Yeah, but now we must see if the king will get into the game.
Yeah, it's not so...
Okay, b4, and after king c4, a5, is it a Zugzwang?
No. I don't think so. No, this is draw.
He can even try to... Yeah. B4 is an ugly move actually.
Yeah, before is somehow you can even
king c4
be in trouble.
You can even sacrifice the e5 pawn and you will never be worse.
Yeah, without the pawn on e4, probably there was a plan with king d5 or something like that, but now...
Okay, this is a draw. Now taking t5. It was winning. Taking t5, yeah. I think he was winning, yeah.
What about now?
Now he's winning as well, yeah. This is a completely lost pawn endgame. He shouldn't have exchanged the bishops. Yeah, now c4, and after b takes c4, king c5. Now king c5, king b3. Yeah, finally white is winning. Okay. Now we can watch the game Kirill Georgiev, Alexander Delchev.
Yeah. Those guys played a lot against each other.
Yes, and now it's interesting to see how they treat the London system.
Knight d2.
Knight d2, bishop e7. Okay, not the most ambitious plan, but maybe he's connecting it with the idea knight h5. That's why Kirill Georgiev started with h3.
Yeah, bishop e7, h3, bishop d6. This is some kind of trap even or something. This is the idea of bishop e7.
Yeah.
I think it was proved already that knight h5 is not that dangerous threat, that you can just play bishop d3.
Yes. Now the black's idea is that h3 square will not be available for the queen if he is planning to attack later on.
But yeah, also black's idea is mainly that bishop g3 cannot be played.
Yes, also bishop g3 cannot be played.
This is the point. And now, okay, white is playing for some small advantage, I mean. it's a position which they both should be happy with. I mean, black is probably not worse.
Black doesn't have objective problems here.
Yeah. But okay, it's still not clear how to play because e5 is not possible.
Knight e7, b6, bishop b7 is the most
97
obvious plan.
allows 95 now. Not so clear.
Okay, then
Bishop d3. Okay, he wants to take this knight on g6. Yeah, this is a good move, I think.
yes.
Because now knight will be taken. Yeah, this is.
Now e5 is the idea.
e5 is the idea, but
He can change the structure, taking on c5 and e4. This is one choice.
yeah, also queen e2 is an option, and after e5 he can take on c5 and then play e4.
Yeah,
Now the same. Yeah, this is typical. Now e4. So if you take on e4 now, you are slightly worse with black.
Yeah, because you have problems to develop the white squared bishop.
Yeah.
White has a slight initiative.
Weak. Without the knight on f6, some bishop h7 ideas are possible.
Yeah, in your lecture on our London camp, you have shown some typical tactical ideas.
Yeah, here, for example, bishop e4. Now, if you play somehow queen b6, if you imagine that black plays
now
queen
bishop
b6,
takes c6. Bishop takes c6. Is it possible? No. It's just too much. Yeah.
Why not bishop c6?
No, he takes the queen and plays g6.
Ah, he plays
Yeah,
g6,
yeah. But now I think black is more or less fine if he manages to play bishop a e8 and h6.
I'm not sure. I think that's advantage for white because the bishop on e4 is stronger than the one on d7, and
okay, I think
still there are some problems.
It's complete equality. I think. Let's see.
I will, if I could bet here, I would bet for white because.
Okay, I'm not betting about the result of the game, but about the evaluation of the position.
No, even the evaluation, it's slightly. My understanding is that this is better for white because there are 3 against 2, which could be important. The king is slightly weakened.
There will be major exchanges on the d file, and the king is never weak because okay, he can run away via f8 square.
Let's see.
Also, black's queen is very active in this position.
Yeah, this is the.
For example, queen e3 is impossible.
Yeah, knight d2. This is a good move, especially.
Okay, but is it a good move? Knight d4 is possible here. The c2 bishop can be hanging, but he didn't notice it. I think.
See, yeah. Knight 4 f5 problem.
Okay, he played a solid move, but knight d4 was better, and black is getting better immediately, maybe.
e3, yeah. No, this is the idea: is to start pushing this pawns on the queen side at some point.
Okay, maybe white will try to slowly improve the position. Queen e3, knight e4. Just playing on the dark squares if possible. At some point c4, queen c3, start pushing the queenside pawns. Sometimes c5 and knight d6 can be an idea. But quite understandably for the moment, Kirill Georgiev doesn't want to push the c3 pawn because the d4 square will be getting weak. Okay, he's putting a lot of pressure on c3.
Let's see now.
Okay,
yeah.
Putting a lot of pressure on c3.
What will happen now? Yeah, black consolidate his position, and now the pawn on c3 is weak.
Yeah.
What do you think? 94 here. 94 is strong. Queen e5, f4.
Maybe c4. Okay, after c4, maybe queen d4. This d4 square is always getting problematic in such structures, right?
No, now 94 here. F4. Is it good or no? Where the queen goes?
F4. What about rook, no, knight f5 at some point, but it doesn't work.
No, f4, queen c7 probably, and then knight f5.
Or even knight d5. This f4 pawn can be hanging. Oh, okay. Now I will take black. He's controlling the d file.
Now black is probably better. Yeah, I agree. No, this queen. Oh.
Yeah, actually, this is quite an instructive game. It shows that whenever you start advancing your queenside pawns, you weaken some squares. And here, knight d4, black should be easily winning.
Okay, easily not. But
Clear pawn up. Okay, in a normal game, it should be winning, but in blitz, you have some chances.
Yeah, there's also this pawns on the queen side which can move at some point.
Now g5 is a good point.
Yeah, g5.
Oh, wow.
G4.
Okay, Grigorov is trying to complicate matters quite
I think
understandably.
this was a pre-move also.
You think that it was a pre-move?
Oh, now is this mate e5? No, rook e5.
Rook d8.
Rook d8.
Okay.
Good play rook d8 from. Okay, knight e4. Yeah, black has good chances to survive. Now a5, b6. Yeah, who is better now? Bishop e8, good move.
You said that black has good chances to survive, but
Sorry, white
until now, white was trying to equalize.
No, sorry, white has good chances to survive.
c4, king e3, king e5.
Yeah, this is draw.
Okay, not so easy. King e5 now.
Bishop c2.
c3.
Rook b1.
Oh, yeah.
Rook b1.
Maybe somehow black should get his king to the b4 square. Is it possible? King d5?
King d5 now. I don't understand. Why here? King d4 now.
Yeah, king d5 should have been played, I think.
Bishop f7. Now the idea is
e5, and if rook takes e5, rook c4. This was a camouflage, right?
Yeah, camouflage. This is. But Delchev wrote, this is winning for black. Because now black wins a piece.
This was a trap, yeah. Bishop, quite a clever trap for a blitz game. Actually, Delchev wrote a database dedicated to blitz and rapid time controls, and he wrote a lot about such tricks.
Yeah, here rook d4 or c2.
Okay, he prefers to win in style.
Oh, yeah. Big win.
Okay, so let's take a look at the game. Mikhail Marin
against Vasanator.
Yeah, this is, let's see, Birger Wenzel.
Yeah, this is our friend from
Germany.
Sweden.
From Germany. Yeah, Germany. He has played the plan suggested by Gelfand in his lecture. And okay, I think he managed to get a decent position, but now White has some attacking chances. Okay, yeah. What happens here?
94, no.
Yeah.
94, take
on e4.
Rook e4.
Okay, but it's...
no, just bishop g7, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure as well, yeah, it's not so clear. Even bishop h6.
Bishop h6, yeah.
Even better, I think. Because now, depending on the knight move, he can even play knight d2 in some cases. White squares are also weak.
Yeah, it seems that black is in trouble, so what to do now? f4.
Yeah.
But f4 I can just take this knight at some...
Yeah, Marin is currently number 20 in the ranking, so it shows that the field is quite strong.
And that he missed the camps.
Yeah. Knight h7. If I take, does he have a good discover check?
Rook e6 is a good discover check.
King g7, take, knight d2, not so clear, but...
Yeah, but queen e7 is
Queen e7.
Oh, no, queen e7, g5, g5.
Always some chances.
Probably. Yeah, this is a tricky move.
And what about f5? And after knight f6, king f7, knight takes e8, f takes e4.
No, f5. F5 looks strong, but
Wow, he decides to take brave
has to
decision.
take. But I think this is good for white probably.
White king.
If there is no knight d2 now. Oh, queen f3.
This
no,
was a
this is-
pre-move, white. Right.
This was a blunder, yeah.
Knight
Blunder.
d2. Okay.
Yeah, this
Mikhail Marin said, "Thank you very much."
unfortunate mistake.
So
Yeah, let's see some other game.
Hoffman.
Ron Hoffman. Yeah, let's see one game of Ron Hoffman.
Ron Hoffman is making a severe attack here.
Wow, what was the opening? Can you just see it for a few seconds?
Yeah, of course. E3,
E5,
knight
E3.
d2. Okay, he's going for flexible approach.
Yeah. Bishop d3.
Not queen e7 now. Yeah, e4. It's he's following your lecture, I think.
Yeah, e4 and then d takes c4 is mistake. And this flying duck, who is this?
I don't know.
So he need to check the PGM. Now queen a4. Yeah, he knows.
Wow.
Queen a4 and bishop a7.
Some guys have received the PGM from the camp, right?
Yeah, everyone. No? Yeah, this is. They follow the game. There's still a game.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, we need to publish this game somewhere.
No, but this is one to one. The well-known game.
Wow. Guys,
Which is,
this is a very instructive one-done game with a typical tactical idea. All this stuff was explained by Petar in his lecture.
This is mate.
This is mate. Yeah, rook takes f2.
Rook f2. Yeah, rook f6 and queen h4. Rook f6. Come on.
Okay, he.
Oh, but this is now also winning. Okay, h4 and the pawn is going. Let's see this game until the end.
Okay, now he will just start pushing the h pawn. Dirty Harry is coming.
Queen g7. Come on. Okay, queen c7 as well. Nice. Now he will take everything on c6, on f8, on e4.
Yeah.
Come on, flying back.
Okay.
Very well. Let's follow one other game. Some players which we didn't see. Let's see this Fred Gra against Floor Expert.
Okay, what was played here? I'm not sure.
Played here. Let's go back.
E3.
Bishop. To see the most. Bishop
okay,
F5.
now okay, knight f3 is not the most precise. C4, and because we want to play queen b3 as soon as possible.
Yeah, when the bishop leaves c8, then queen
yeah,
b3.
c4, e6, knight c3, c6, then queen b3, and we are ready to meet queen b6 with c5. So c4, e6, knight c3, c6, queen b3. Whenever black goes queen b6, we play c5, forcing the transition into a favorable endgame.
Let's see the game now. What's happened quickly because they. No, but. Okay.
Okay, this is the position
fine.
Actually.
This is the position where black is actually fine, I think.
Yeah, this is something.
The pawn on b7 is hanging, but okay, there are some. The bishop on f4 is somehow out of play, and if white manages to castle, then it's fine. But it's not so easy.
It's not so easy. Yes. Structurally speaking, white is doing well because he has a good central control and a pair of bishops. But from a dynamic perspective, black has a lot of interesting ideas.
Now bishop g4 is a good move.
Bishop g4, yeah. Castle is impossible because of bishop f3 and knight d2.
Yeah, then you need to spend some move for something like.
Yeah, but at some point, queen b6, queen takes b7 should be taken into consideration, I think.
Yeah, of course. Queen b7, knight c3. Yeah, this is also probably a good move because now c takes d4.
And now we are going to get a typical pawn structure: c3 and d4, semi-hanging pawns.
Yeah, now what? Now knight d7 probably.
Knight d7.
Take on c4, probably take on c. No,
this is also logical, makes sense.
But I think white will be better if there's no knight d2 anymore.
What about queen a6 in this position? With the idea of knight a5, queen takes e2, d takes c6, b takes c6, and okay, interesting position.
Yeah, now c takes d5 and white is better.
He can take the b7 pawn, I think. Okay, and c3 is hanging.
c3, a3, everything is hanging. No, b7 pawn.
c4
What?
was nice.
Yeah, what now? Bishop b6, okay. Now he can improve the position with c5 a little bit.
Fixing the b7 pawn. Yeah, why not why not c5?
Probably b6.
Why not c5 in this position?
c5, b6. Now they get into under 1 minute and it will be interesting because...
yeah, c5. b6 is the typical way of playing such structures.
b6, otherwise queen b7 isn't pleasant.
Yeah, there is no other way to defend the b7 pawn. b6.
But on the other hand, b6. Bishop, no.
Bishop g4.
Bishop g4. Yeah, this is also good.
The d5 pawn, is it hanging? Queen takes d5 now?
Yeah, why not? But then the d4 pawn is hanging. So
no.
Queen d5, knight c3. No,
I was calculating queen d5, knight c3, rook takes c3, queen c3, knight g5.
Ah, okay, yeah, quite sharp.
Yeah, but okay, I was not able to evaluate it immediately. Quite an unclear position.
Oh, white is under 10 seconds, so now queen b7.
Now queen b7, yeah. Now queen b7 is winning, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good game. But okay, it's not over still now. It's just a pawn. Rook c8.
Knight g5 here.
Knight g5. Can I just take the piece?
Queen f7, knight e6, going for some mess.
Rook g8. Bishop h6. No.
Yeah.
He's calculating knight g5, I believe. Knight g5.
Yeah, he should go for it because it's a blitz game and he has a lot of good chances.
Okay, but his position is winning even after something slow like.
But okay, he doesn't have time on the clock. 6 seconds.
What happened then? Did he
Queen b
disconnect?
No.
Queen b3. Wow. Queen b3.
Okay, solid alternative.
h3.
He should just play some quick solid moves.
Yeah, some bishop e3. Now everything should be queen e3. Okay, this is also good. And now take on h6.
Take on h6 and the attack plays itself.
Yeah, the attack is always winning.
Bishop d3. Yeah, the knight is coming.
Knight f8, knight g5.
Knight g5. Bishop h7. If needed, the rook will join the attack. Now queen f6 mate. Okay. Okay, not mate.
Oh, he found something. Oh, knight g8 will.
Okay, now
knight g8. Now what? Now knight h7. King e7. He escaped. Oh, black will win then.
Wow, John Jacobs demonstrates a fantastic defense.
King d7. Go, John. Go. Oh no, king d7.
This was a mistake. He could have taken the knight with a check.
Yeah, now he.
But now c6. Yeah.
c6. Hey, he's losing now. Or no? No, he's still surviving. He's still in the game. Queen g3, king e7. This is a nice perpetual check. Queen g5.
I don't believe in black's position, but in blitz it's not.
Rook e5. What's that now? Queen e7. No, now black will win.
No. This discovered check is deadly.
Rook c6. Come on.
No, rook takes c6. If rook c6.
That's mate. That's mate. Rook somewhere. Rook.
Yeah, I want to say that here, even if he plays rook takes c6, rook takes e6, king takes e6, rook c6, king d7, rook c7, and winning.
Yeah.
So very tense game, I think. It was
let's
very
see.
close.
Who is on the first place? Alexander Delchev.
Yes. Let's see the leader.
The leader.
Yeah. By the way, you see that Marin is getting well now. He's number 10.
Congrats.
Let's see the opening. Okay, Delchev has made some preparations for the tournament about with this Jubava system.
Yes.
So here is a typical idea. E takes d5, runs into knight b6. Okay, let's take a look at the position. I think black is doing okay now. The d4 pawn can be an issue. On the other hand, okay, now knight c2.
Knight c2, yeah.
Yeah, he missed knight c2, but what he should play? I'm not sure. Bishop b1 is ugly.
Already hard.
Bishop b1 it was ugly. Yeah, knight d4. Now e5, e4. Central pawns start rolling. It's awful position.
e5 now.
Petar, what do you think about the f3 bishop?
I think it's just lost position.
Yeah. Okay.
How he was lost just after 20 moves? It's very strange.
Okay, now we can take a look. Since this position is already lost.
Yeah. Okay. Everything can happen, but.
Okay, typical Scandinavian Caro-Kann play. Okay, this is typical Caro-Kann structure.
Yeah, so it's
a very important exchange. Black tries to exchange the dark squared bishops. Okay, he
G5.
G5. Okay, very interesting positional play by Mikhail Marin. He provoked c4 and then started putting pressure on d4. Quite an instructive.
And even exchange queens and f5.
Yeah, maybe rook a d1 was better, and after f5 just to play bishop b1.
Yeah. Let's see now. Did he manage to convert it already?
Oh, okay, I closed this game, but they're still playing. Okay.
Let's see this one.
This one.
Yeah, Hellers again. We can do this.
Yeah, let's see if we can do this.
This again, it's some strange kind of.
Yeah, actually, this position was discussed in the lecture of Swapnil.
Exactly this one?
Not exactly this one, but this setup based on early knight e4. Just a second.
I think white is better here, no? Probably slightly better. Oh, e4, wow. Why you need to play e4? Yeah, okay, e5 problem.
Yeah, knight d7.
Knight d7, I don't like this e4 for white. e5. Okay, very aggressive.
Very aggressive, yeah, but maybe he should go for it.
No, take it, knight c5. Knight c5.
Okay, but...
Or bishop f3, should I take? e6.
Okay, bishop b7 and queen d7, winning a piece. Okay, this was a mistake. Blunder.
Yeah, knight c5 was...
Okay, bishop b7. Wow, he didn't see.
Oh, wow, he didn't see it.
Okay, okay, the d7 knight was hanging. But this is what happens sometimes in London. You are preparing for a long-term play with maneuvers, and at some point a tactical possibility arises, and you are not ready to catch it.
Come on, we can do this. Knight c5. No, knight c5 now is not strong, not good, because...
b4. No, after rook d8.
d8.
Maybe queen e2.
Yeah, but it was better before, because knight could go to e6 as well.
Yes, I don't like this move e6, because e6 square can be good for the knight at some point. But on the other hand, he takes the d5 square from the knight, from the c3 knight.
Yeah.
Rook d8.
Rook d8. Okay, makes sense. Knight c5. Oh, bishop f3 now. This bishop f3 should be played at some point, because why not now when white already lose the tempo?
I think it's logical now.
Bishop f3, queen f3, knight c5. Rook d1, queen b7. No, bishop b8 cannot be good. Guys, do not play moves like bishop, rook b8.
Even b4 was possible.
Yeah, before was possible, but okay, he's fighting.
Okay,
He's fighting.
not so easy.
We can do this. Nice nickname.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's see what he will play. Come on, take on b7, take on f3.
Take on f3 and then what? Queen f3
Then knight c5.
and then
Yeah.
b4.
Then knight c5. b4. Oh, queen b7. Okay.
Okay, just take
also
takes
good.
and double the rooks, but
Double the rooks, but
the king will come to e8.
the king will come to e8, then rook b8. Okay, we can do this. We can still survive that. But Hellers is not exchanging queens. I am
Knight
sure.
e4 will be his choice.
Yeah, 94. Very well. Wow.
Now bishop
Then
h4 can be possible at some point.
Knight c5 is also possible. No, play c5.
No, not this move.
No, rook d6. Oh, wait. Probably there will be some.
No,
pawn on e5.
rook d6, knight e5 is never possible because you
Yes,
exchange the
yeah.
rooks and play knight
Rook
f6.
Knight f6.
Yeah,
Rook d6. Okay.
c5
Okay,
c5
great.
was a bad move.
Let's see what we have. Trule Bullen against.
Okay, let's take a look at this game.
Oh, against Phyton.
What happened here? What was the line? Just a second.
Yes. Oh, this c5 again. It's very popular because you know that we didn't cover that and now everyone plays it.
Okay,
What's this line? They played already. He played against Kirill Georgiev the same line.
yes, actually,
It looks some strange Trompovsky. A4 was strange. Okay, then what happened
typical
now?
position with opposite covered bishops.
Yeah, typical for Sicilian probably.
Let's see who will get mated here.
Queen g6.
Yeah, queen g6 is a funny move.
Yeah, but it's not very good because bishop g6, rook d5, rook takes f2.
Maybe
and
rook h3 is winning, huh?
Rook h3 is one option. The other is queen
H3 should also be winning. Yeah, okay.
He chose queen h3. Queen g5. Wow, queen g5 we didn't see
So
that.
rook h3 was better.
Yeah, bishop f5. Suddenly black is better.
Yes.
Trule Bullen against Phyton. Who is leading the tournament?
Okay, now let's take a look at this game because it's interesting. Rook c8, b5, b4 is coming actually.
Yeah, okay, so Alexander, he played just a few games. Kirill Georgiev is winning the tournament. Marin is 6th.
I think that this is quite a close tournament.
Yeah, those guys are very close to the first places. So they're fifth and fourth, but they also shared second place. So this is a very important game. For
Rook takes c3 finishes the game.
Rook takes c3 is mate.
Yeah.
Right on. Wow.
Great.
Oh, what an attack. Queen h3. It was our fault. We also missed this queen g5.
Okay.
So Phyton becomes second.
Now, what is the situation?
Kirill Georgiev is playing Hoffman. Let's see Ron Hoffman against Alistair. Alistair, we didn't see this guy. What's this? This is very strange. What are those pawns doing for an f3 and h3?
When the game finishes, we will take a look at the opening because I'm really curious what happened here.
No, but Ron Hoffman is just winning here. c4 is coming.
No. Oh yeah, c4. Maybe e4 should be played.
What's this? You exchange the dark square bishop and then b3, f3, h3 and make all dark squares weak.
Let's take a look what happened in the game actually.
g6, h3. Wow.
Oh, guys, don't play like this. It never works with.
Okay, you're with white. You can play h3 and you're not worse, but
yeah, but this is.
Yeah, why? At knight h2.
I even don't like c5, but
yeah. Yeah, c5 wasn't very good, but
Le-
strange game, very strange. Let's see if because sometimes you play not very good in the opening, but then you win. And now this could be the case because Ron has only 10 seconds.
okay,
There's also some rook d4.
even knight d5, knight c3 is coming. This is the problem.
Knight d5, knight d5, Ron, come on. Knight
Okay, it
d5.
was white to move, but now knight d5.
No, knight d5.
Wow.
Come on.
c4, this is his idea, but knight d5 was quite simple.
But this is very, very slow now.
Now,
Now knight f6. Yeah, now it's super unclear.
yeah,
Knight f6, queen f6.
c takes b3 is winning, yeah, maybe.
How is winning? Not clear.
I was thinking bishop b3, but he exchanges the queens. Yeah,
Should be 3.
queen b6. Yeah, exchanges the queens. And now it's winning, but for white.
Yeah, come on, Ron. This was. You were so close. But okay, it's not over. It's not over. This bishop on f1 so far is not taking part.
Okay. So
No, rook c1, rook c1. No. Okay, a5. No, it's not clear. It's not clear. Rook e2. a4.
so Alistair was quite creative in this game, we must say. But
D3.
and now h6 mate. Yeah. So
No, e4.
e4. Yeah. I just forgot about e4.
Oh, this is a very, very.
Wow. Alistair, what a tremendous defense. He's winning.
Winning.
Great.
It's a bit pity because Ron played a nice game, but okay. Now we need to admit that. It's okay, they will fight.
Okay.
They will fight until the end.
So let's.
What happened in this game? Why you lost?
Which game? Okay.
Alistair.
White is winning, I think.
Yeah, but okay, they have a few seconds, so it's the most interesting part.
h5.
Yeah.
Queen a6 now. Rook a6, sorry.
No, rook d7.
Rook d6, rook g6. Okay, it's okay. It's clever. It's winning.
Who knows? Now f4, g4, and g4.
This is mate. If he doesn't sacrifice, yeah.
Bishop g4. 3 pawns up. Let's see. What do you think? White will win?
Of course. He should win.
It's time trouble.
Rook d6.
e5. Wow. Rook d6 is coming. Ron is fighting.
King f5.
Problem.
Yeah, g4. Everything together. Yeah.
Yeah. The mate is coming.
f6. Even. Okay, no point in watching this game, but it will end now. No chances here. Let's take a look at which game. Maybe Grigorov.
Maybe Grigorov, we didn't see it for a while.
Yeah.
And he's under some serious pressure, but okay, he has an extra piece. So sorry, guys. First, I need to.
Okay, now let's switch to another game because this is more or less.
Yeah, we can see the opening. We can see the opening of this one.
Oh, the opening. Okay.
See how.
Knight d5. Uh-huh.
Knight d5. What's that? I mean.
Queen b6. There was such a sequence. I am not sure if knight c3 was not the move here, or knight a3. Maybe knight a3. But I should check. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's. This is very complicated.
But even White has played well. He got some advantage. But he dropped the d4 pawn. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's move to the next.
Okay, just a second. Rook c2. Rook c2 is winning.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. So Kirill is playing very well. Shatranch is second. Where is Alexander?
Here is Alexander. He's playing. Okay, interesting endgame. He should have exchanged the rooks and king e6. Yeah, it was winning pawn endgame. Now let's take a look at this theoretical endgame. It's draw, of course, but white should apply the defense from the long side. King h2. Yeah, so it's already draw. Now the Philidor position is coming.
Yeah, so check. Or not.
Okay, let's not look at this endgame if you want, or you prefer to see how the game, and because they can play this for a long time.
Okay, let's say that this is the right move, rook e3, and
Yeah,
just
okay. No, this is still a draw, but not the right approach. Rook c3.
Why not?
Okay, keeping the rook on the third rank is better. Maybe now.
Yeah, he can. But, now it's not a draw anymore.
It's still a draw. Rook b1, king h2, f4, but then rook f8 is only move. Rook f8.
Yeah.
Oh, even rook a8, because with the f pawn, even rook, now king g2.
Yeah, this is lost.
No, rook a8. Rook a8 now. Rook a8. No. This is lost.
Okay. So this time need to learn this.
Okay.
Yeah.
King f1.
It doesn't
f2.
Matter. F2. Wow. That's why, guys, you need to study endgames.
Let's take a look at the game of Kirill Georgiev. This is an interesting position.
Okay. Against Shatranch 555.
Yeah, in Turkish, the right pronunciation is satranch, which means chess. Okay, white has a typical slight advantage, but nothing special. Nothing special. Let's see how Kirill Georgiev will handle this position. At some point, white will be trying to play knight d5, and when black captures the knight, he will recapture with the c pawn and then put pressure on the c7 pawn. This is one of the possible ideas, but it's another idea is just to play a3 b4 and start gaining space on the queen side.
Oh, black's perfectly fine.
Yeah. I don't see how white will fight for an advantage. In some, maybe he should try to exchange the knight, the f6 knight, and then the white squared bishops, and play on the white squares. This is the
now queen e6 is a good
queen e6. Maybe take on f6 knight d5 at some point.
Not sure.
If I take on f6, bishop f6, knight d5.
Can take it. Bro.
C takes d5. Queen d6, rook c1, and if rook c8, bishop g4, winning the c7 pawn.
No, but I can take on d5.
Yeah, I take.
But okay, queen b6 at the end.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
d5, yeah,
this is not dangerous, maybe.
But okay.
Okay.
He has some idea.
Queen is
probably to play c5 at some point. What do you think? Queen e7 and then c5.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible.
It's not that bad because now it's a little bit unpleasant. How you defend the pawn on c7?
Rook d8, rook d1, rook d1, queen c6.
Queen c6 was that.
Okay, bishop f3, e4. This is what he's planning. But then
Okay, but
e4 is not desirable for black in this structure, because now the h2 b8 diagonal is free. Bishop g3 will come. White has the d4 square, and the b7 bishop is blocked by the pawn.
Yeah, you see how.
Yeah, actually, Grigorov played in a very instructive way. He managed to use this a5 move, which weakens the b5 square.
Yeah, he simply outplayed his opponent. Probably h6 now.
Bishop g3. I don't.
Rook e7.
Rook e7. Okay, black is on the ropes, I think. Knight a7 here is winning. Just no, queen e6.
Queen e6.
The only defense. Okay.
Knight b5 again.
Okay, but now I'm not. Bishop e5 is a possibility. Why queen c6?
Yeah, bishop e5 now.
Okay, knight a7 was a mistake. He's preparing the. He's repeating the position, but Grigorov is not going to repeat.
Yeah, he hopes that he will repeat, but no.
And even black offered a draw, as I see.
No, they don't know the guy.
So
he's not
bishop g3 or even
bishop g3, knight d3. It's not clear.
And what if rook d8, bishop d8? How do you protect the c7 pawn?
No, you're not protecting. Knight d3 and that's it.
Knight d4, c5. Then maybe c5 now.
C5 now.
Okay, only 90 minutes left.
Yeah, let's see who leads.
Grigorov is leading now.
Oh, but Marin is very close. Wow. Marin started with 3 losses and then he is very, very close.
Okay.
Before
the tournament, he told me that he is going to play via his iPhone. Maybe he changed the device. What do you think?
After 3 losses, maybe he changed the device. Yeah, and this is over.
Yeah. Okay. Queen takes c6.
Yeah. See, it would be interesting to see a game between Marin and...
maybe such a game should decide the tournament. What do you think?
Yeah, also Hellers is close.
Okay, I think we can close this game because it's already winning.
Trule Bullen is close from Sweden.
Okay, this is
I don't...
This is an important game.
Which one? Trule Bullen?
Against Marin.
Yeah.
Number 5 against number 2.
What's Marin played? Again, this is some strange setup.
Wow, guys, we cannot recognize the London here.
Yeah. D6 now. Okay. D6, knight d7.
Okay, Marin is always trying to play some perk defense. This is what is his favorite opening. He wrote a book about perk. Okay, now we have some Philidor kind of setup.
Yeah.
A6, b5, yeah, and Mikhail Marin understands very well such positions. Now we have a typical Sicilian structure.
Let's see how Trule Bullen will react.
Now, how to recapture with the queen or with the bishop? I think even bishop c6 and after knight d5 take and queen c2. Why not?
How?
Bishop takes c6, I think. Okay.
Yeah,
this can be even better.
Okay, one.
Then c takes b2.
C takes b2 and queen b7.
Winning on the spot. Maybe this is what Marin calculated so far.
No, the e4 pawn is hanging also. Wow, it's terrible. Oh, it's lost.
Yeah. And the g3 bishop is doing nothing. And yeah, Marin is numbers 2 now.
And it's number 2 and he's fighting with.
Rook b8.
Yeah, rook b8 first.
We will never give this pawn.
95. Oh.
Knight takes e5. This was a blunder.
The bullet resign. Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Mine won very quickly. This one, who plays? Caco Finito against Hellers, or Alexander against Phaeton.
Yeah.
Or Flying Duck against. Let's see Flying Duck. We didn't see this guy. Or what do you think?
Yeah, this is a typical London position.
Hold on this.
Yeah, finally we can see one London game.
H3. H7.
E3. D5. Okay. Now I'm not sure if H3 was so useful, but Bishop B7 was.
Yeah, normal position.
Normal position. For example, now you cannot go for knight e5, queen f3, queen h3, but it's not a problem.
Not a problem, we have other plans.
You have different ideas to attack, sometimes even g4. Rook e1, I'm not sure about this move.
Usually queen e2 they play.
Yeah. Now, when
queen b1 in such position to stop knight e4.
This is also a possible idea, just trying to provoke f5 and weaken the f5 square. Now knight e5. At some point, maybe a4, a5 should be considered. Also, white has the option of playing f3, then g4, g5, start gaining space on the king side. Quite a typical idea. a5, f3. Now, if he recaptures on d4, just e takes d4 and start putting pressure on the e file.
Yeah, capturing on d4 is not very
now
good.
g4. Since the central position is stable, g4 is a good idea. Then just transfer the queen to the king side. A typical idea would be g4, queen h2, and then h4, h5, h6, just like in the style of Alpha 0.
Let's see.
What do you think? G4 and queen h2, it's nice, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, g4 was nice, but okay, this is also an advantage problem.
Yeah. Usually this is a classical London structure. You have stability in the center, and gaining space on the king side is a possible idea. Somehow we should remove this knight from f6, but now it's not there.
Yeah, knight d3 is a good move, I think.
But if he takes maybe a recapture with the e pawn,
yeah,
just to bring the rook into the game. Then queen f2, queen h4. Come on, bring the queen into the attack. Okay, now he will play. I was even considering f4.
Yeah, knight f4. Now what after e5? E5. No,
okay, d5 will be
knight
hanging.
f6 probably. Knight f6 first and then e5. Or knight f6, knight d3 will be played. I think black is okay now.
Or maybe even some slight advantage for white, but e5.
Why white should be better? I don't know.
After e5, no.
e5 only black can be better.
Yeah, then knight c4.
Queen h6 now.
Queen
h6, come on, John.
Queen h6 and okay, black is better. Maybe h4 was not played in the right moment. The situation in the center was not stable enough to start pushing this pawn, and that's why John answered with a break in the center. So take. How to proceed? Knight takes e5. Now we want queen f6. Okay, I think that we can switch to another game just to see what happens in the fight for the first place.
No, but let's see what's going. Let's see this game until the end. White will switch now. It's not clear at all.
Oh, okay, it's clear that black is better.
Yeah, but what will happen?
Knight d6.
96, 94.
The c3 pawn can be a target. Okay, knight a3 also possible, by the way, but instinctively I would have played knight d6.
You know, it's not so clear how you defend the pawn.
Queen d2, but or queen d2. Yeah, it's not so easy.
Yeah, why black should be better here?
Okay, after knight a3,
Probably
knight
something
b1, I'm not
fine.
sure. Knight d6 was better.
Yeah, but right now, okay, probably still black is better. There's weakness on e3, but rook h8, I think that it should be played with some counterplay also on the h file.
Okay, but now
the d5 pawn.
you should recon with knight d5 ideas.
Yeah, now black switched to defensive. Oh, d4. No, this is not good. Now e4 will be played.
Yeah,
E4,
this is a favorable structure for white unless d4 is working, d3 is working.
d3. d3, but even this is not.
Okay, but now you cannot take bishop a6 is coming.
Yeah, okay, but queen e3.
Queen e3, even d2. It's getting dangerous. It's getting dangerous.
Yeah, I agree, but knight h3. Okay, this was possible. Knight could go to f2. Queen e3 now.
And what about d2?
Rook e2.
Bishop a6. Yeah, it's difficult now.
Yeah, it was difficult.
d2. d2, and it's not easy to attack the pawn. Rook c8, rook c1 is coming.
C3. Rook c3 now, it's absolutely
Rook
forced.
c3 should be played, but bishop e2, it doesn't work.
Oh, bishop
Otherwise,
e2.
rook c8, rook c1 is coming.
So is this lost?
Probably.
Oh, e5, sure. e5 was better with the idea knight e4, but no.
Okay, he is getting the rook to c1. Why not?
He is losing.
This is a worst position, yeah? No counterplay whatsoever. Okay, maybe knight f2, but he will exchange the rooks and then... Yeah, taking rook c8 and white can do nothing. Even immediately.
No, if he taken rook c8, then rook c3 was possible.
Yeah, taking bishop e2, I calculated it was... No defense, quite a strange game. And now if rook f2, yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay, let's move to the...
Kirill Georgiev is playing against Marin. Wow, how can...
Oh, let's see.
This game will decide. Quite a sharp game, I must say. Rook h5. That now rook h5 and where will the king go? Yeah,
black is better, but
bishop f3 now. There are counter chances now, and I'm not sure if it's better. Maybe not, because you cannot protect the d5 pawn. If rook c5, then rook h7. But yeah, first check.
No problem.
Check. Yeah, white is better now.
White is better now. King g2.
He wants to get his rook to the e7, but
I'm not sure this was very.
Yeah, the b pawn is quite dangerous. Wow, what happens?
Oh, he didn't exchange one. Yeah, I think black will win now.
Jeez.
But okay, who knows? Who knows? This is very
unclear.
Like,
Rook
what's
b7
that?
now and rook b4.
What's that d4? This
Rook
is
b7.
super strange.
d4 was a terrible mistake. Now it's okay.
Yeah, oh, rook g5. Okay, now I understand.
d3.
Now,
Rook c4 if d3. He should be careful.
yeah. Knight b5. Oh, bishop e2. He's losing the pawn.
Now white will be trying to win. Well, it's
Okay,
impossible, of course,
is,
but
this is draw. But okay, in this time control.
okay.
Draw.
What a sportsmanship,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, let's see who.
Alexander Delchev is number 3 now.
Alexander Delchev is playing against something which looks like Sicilian, not like London. I'm not sure how they get those positions.
What kind of tournament we announced today? Sicilian or London? Do you remember?
Yeah, I mean it's. Is he winning now?
Yeah,
Problem.
it should be.
How they reach this position? Again, probably the c5 thing.
Of course.
Yeah.
The line of the tournament. And you get this Sicilian, maybe castle f3, g4 is possible. Yeah. Also, you get such structures from Trompovsky, as we have said. Now Delchev is winning. White will be swept here. A takes b3. It's just over. Pawn up and helpless king. But now Delchev is far away from the first place. He's number 4. And
there are only 4 minutes.
Only 4 minutes, so he has no time to.
But Shatranj is first now. Shatranj.
Wow.
Shatranj is first. And he's playing against Hellers. Let's move to this game. This game probably will decide the first place.
What happened now?
He didn't win so many games, but he played just a lot of games. So this is the game which decides the outcome of the tournament. Let's see.
Now he's first, yeah.
First, but okay, Grigor is close. Hellers is very close. Hellers will win 4 points if he wins this. Also, Grigor.
And actually, Hellers is better now.
They're only 4 minutes. So
if the game ends after that, it will be not counted.
Yeah, exactly. So Shatranj needs to win and to win
quickly. Yeah. So guys, it's time for some traps.
Yeah, but the position is boring. It's without queens and okay, white is better, I think.
I'm not sure. I would prefer.
Why?
Okay. He just takes the pawn. Black is.
No, I didn't realize that it's black to move.
Okay, but d5.
d5.
d5 should be played.
Yeah.
Now knight b4. It's complicated, right?
But before e4.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this a2 knight won't be trapped, but he wants e6 and knight b4.
Yeah, now e4 probably.
e4, e6.
Or king c2.
Yeah, what e6 is coming quickly. This is the problem.
Yeah.
Now knight c4. Even e6, bishop b6, knight c4. Black should be good. Should be doing well here. Yeah, knight c4 is nice.
There's a big drama at the end of the tournament. Win.
Yeah, but you see, we have only 2 minutes. Maybe even the result of this game will be not so important.
No, it will be very important because
now knight c4. Now knight c4. Yeah. take on d5.
But
Ah,
Satranj seems to be the favorite
now
during
knight
this match.
d5 is impossible due to e4. And if knight db6 b3.
Yeah.
So
But okay, it should be good. Now e5 is good.
e5 is good. Somehow the
Oh,
general feeling tells us that black should be doing well. But in any case, Satranj will not be able to win this game quickly.
no, but even if he didn't win, if the other guys didn't win quickly, then it's just
But okay,
then he'll win the
maybe
tournament.
he will win quickly now with e4. Or Helebs calculated something b3, maybe e5. Oh,
Yeah, b3,
I'm
e5,
not sure.
b3, e5.
Yeah, this comes quite quickly. Okay.
Now the strongest decision would be to agree to a draw.
Yes, at least they get something.
Offer draw, guys. There's 30 seconds.
If you're watching the stream, just offer draw.
So Shatranj will win the tournament, Most
I'm
probably.
not sure.
Draw.
Okay, it was a draw, and now
And now 34 points, yeah. He's first.
he's first. Yeah.
He's first, what a surprise. And the other games doesn't matter.
So now maybe we can see standings. Yes, we can see the standings. Satranj is first. Second is Grandmaster Grigorov, and third is Grandmaster Helebs. Super chess star from Turkey. Yeah, I think I know him. Okay. 7 is Da Vinci from Turkey. So, okay, it was quite a tense fight, I must say. Yeah, until the very last moment, nothing was clear. Okay, so great performance by Satranj in such a strong field. He managed to win the tournament, and actually you can see that his performance is a bit lower than the performance of Kirill Georgiev and Helebs. Yeah, he played 18 games, so he has he played more quick games, right? Yeah, this is what often happens in this. Okay. Yeah, yeah. It was quite a nice tournament. I really enjoyed a lot. Yeah, so for this month in March, we are planning to organize a big tournament, which will be open to everyone. there will be some interviews with participants. So stay tuned for some future modern chess activities, even in March. Okay, thank you for watching. It was really a great pleasure to work with you. Have a nice evening and goodbye.